Hi there movie fans, and welcome to another edition of Movies. So today I'm going to be looking at a movie called Lola, and it's in the sci-fi and war genre. Now you may not have heard of this. It's not a mainstream movie, but we here at Movies love to find little hidden gems that you may have missed and should watch. And this movie, Lola, is one of those. So it stars Stephanie Martini as Martha, Emma Appleton as Thomasina, and Rory Fleck Byrne as Sebastian. Not very well known names. It's set in late 30s and into 40s Britain, and it's got a very inventive feel about it. It's a movie that immersed me. It has a nice originality about it, and it's got a style of its own. It's a movie, not a documentary, but it has this sort of documentary style to it. The story that we embark on is discovered using footage in old movie reel tins, and they're found in a deserted house in England. And these old film reels, when played, document the story of two sisters, Martha and Thomasina. It's narrated throughout the story, and it has the old scratchy film look and grain to it for authenticity. So you do feel that you're watching old historical footage. Now this is a low budget movie, and it has two sisters, Thomasina and Martha, who quite simply have a machine called Lola, which is named after their mother. And this machine, Lola, can intercept radio and TV broadcasts from the future. So they start by looking at music and artists from the future for their entertainment, and also they're watching Grand National horse races from the future so they can make some money. Well, you would, wouldn't you? And then as time goes on and war breaks out, they realise that they can see in advance the exact time and location of attacks from the Germans. And they need to inform the country where these attacks will be and when, so people have time to get to safety in the bunkers. So after they do this several times, the military track them down. And when they find out that they've got Lola, they feel that they can use it to help the war effort. So it's a great concept movie of adjusting events in time and their consequences. And these consequences not only alter other people's timeline, but also affect their own lives and the path that the sisters are on. Again, a bit like my earlier review of Aporia, this looks at the paradox caused when interfering with moments in time. So every time you mess with the past, something in the future will have altered. It's made in black and white, and it looks like a 4:3 format. It's low budget, but it looks so good and atmospheric. It has a really curious off-center image, which I don't understand why this is. It has a larger black border to the right than the left. Very odd, to say the least. And I presume this was done deliberately. And if anyone knows why this is, then please let me know in the comments. It has this very quaint British feel to it, and this works really well. It's an inventive cautionary tale about meddling with the timeline and not knowing how this will affect the future. Now I found this very entertaining in its clever style, and the story didn't let it down, and nor did the acting or the visuals. I was immersed and couldn't take my eyes off of it. It kept my interest all the way through the movie, and the limited budget didn't matter at all. I mean, if anything, the limited budget probably made this better. This would not have looked so good or believable if it was a polished production. Now, when I say believable, you do need to have a decent imagination, but you know what I mean. In reality, This is a low budget B movie. It's a masterpiece and a welcome change to the polished formulaic movies that Hollywood normally churns out. I've seen some mixed reviews ranging from 1 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. And I think if you have no imagination or only want polished productions, large budget movies with top actors, then this is not for you. For me personally, I found it a novel approach to the time-changing event genre. And I would have been super proud to have made something this watchable considering the budget. I enjoyed this very much. I found it entertaining, and I would probably give it sort of like a 7.5 out of 10. I found it a very good watch. Now, if you can find this somewhere to watch, I recommend you do. It's for movie lovers, not for people looking for bang crash Hollywood blockbusters. And at the time I'm reviewing this, it is available on the BFI player to watch, and on Apple TV and Amazon Prime in some countries to rent or buy. I think it may possibly be available to rent or buy on YouTube as well. See if you can find it somewhere. It's well worth a watch. So thank you for watching. We hope you can subscribe to our channel or comment on our reviews. Give us a like. And we look forward to doing more movie reviews for you soon.